You'll see it when we get into it. But let's just hop right into it and play some Beyblade. Also, I apologize for my timer down there. It looks awful. But the one that I used to use, apparently my computer doesn't like anymore. I used to use this online timer that was super simple to use, and it actually looked pretty decent, but I don't know if it's just Flash or whatever, but the game just does not let me... the game just does not let me, or sorry, my computer just doesn't let me use that timer anymore. Like, I can't click on buttons to set a time. I can't do anything. Anyways, this is Beyblade. We are Tyson. Tyson is us. Basically, this is like an RPG-esque kind of thing. You can go around and collect things and level up your stats and all that fun stuff. So we just picked up a ripcord. Obviously, you know, blading, you need a ripcord, launcher, Beyblade, that kind of stuff. We're going to grab these 2 apples that are back here. Apples increase your strength if you get 4 of them. There's also soda pops you can find, and if you get any combination of apples or soda pops in 4, then your strength increases by 1, and the max strength you can have is 15 regardless. So we're just gonna head over this way now. We have to do training with the grandfather, and then after all this dialogue stuff, we can finally start going and doing things, which would be nice. I mean, it's not super long, but I suppose you can throw it into the RPG trope of having long opening dialogue. For what it's worth. What's up, Craig Stuff? How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the support. How are you? Alrighty, so now that we're done with all that, we can actually go do things. Seeing as we got a launcher and a ripcord already, we don't have to worry about doing that when we get to the park, but we'll probably pick those ones up anyway. So, we're going to go to the park. We just got a strength increase from doing training. So, I believe there's only 2 times that you do training throughout the game. And one of them automatically puts your strength up to 15. Alright, we can't go to the park yet. We have to come down and talk to Ray. Oh, my chat thing's not working. That's weird. It's usually supposed to show up on the screen, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that. That's fine. Alright, glad to see back to the challenge. Really enjoyed watching you do. Yeah, I just kind of felt that I kind of wanted to get back to it. I've been wanting to play some of my old stuff again, and I figured, why not? Best time to do it. I do not want to watch you learn how to rip a Beyblade because it's easy and I know how to do it. And I do not want to do a practice match now because you're going to kick my ass if I do. So, all we have to do is come talk to Ray, and then we can go to the park now. But seeing as we're here, we're actually gonna battle this kid here. Searching for Beybladers to battle. Well, you found one. Let's see what you got. So this is going to be our first battle. As you can see, we do actually have stats. We have an attack stat, a defense stat, and an endurance stat. We can change out our launcher, we can change out our ripcord, we can change our Beyblade, and that I'll kind of go over in a bit. But as you defeat Beybladers, you get their Beyblade, whichever one they were using. You'll get whichever Beyblade they use. And you'll see right here, like at the beginning of the match, I used my Bit Beast power. The only reason I have that is because I got over 96% on my launch. If you get, I believe it's if you get lower than 96, you just start with a normal. You just start with God, I can't talk. You just start with a normal bar, which is at the bottom. And as you make hits and do combos and stuff like that, your meter will go up. It's the one that's beside Tyson's face there, the little circle. The colorful rainbow of bars there is my RPM, which is rotations per minute. That's basically my health, the health of my Beyblade. And the little yellow bar on the bottom there is my Beyblade's endurance. And if that goes to 0, and I believe there's 3 bars that it has, then my Beyblade breaks and I lose the match. So there are a couple instances in the game where you would want to repair your Beyblades and stuff like that. And it's not just about, let's see if I can get him to attack in a manner I can actually see. Oh, actually I'll do this here. By holding down the attack button, you can actually charge up your attack. And as you just saw there, he actually jumped out of the way, which is what I was trying to do, but I couldn't get him to attack me. But seeing as his RPM went down, he kind of lost while he was doing his attack. So now that we have a Beyblade, we can open up our customization screen. That's the best way to do it. And you can actually see here that we can customize our Beyblade. We can switch our Bit Beast, which we only have one right now. We can switch our top. I don't remember what the top's called, but you can switch our weight disc, our base, and our rotation thing. But we can also switch our Beyblade. I'm not sure if we can do that out here. I think we can only do that before we start a match. But you'll see if we come all the way down here, we got Wolborg 2. So when we get into another match, I'll show you guys how that works, switching out Beyblades and stuff like that. But now that we've talked to Ray, we can get into the park. And once Kenny talks to us here, we actually can go talk to Max. But I'm not going to worry about that. Actually, no. You know what? I am going to go up there first before we start doing stuff in the park, because we can actually grab a soda up there. And then we're only going to need one more, which we can get after we do the park stuff. What up, Max? How's it going? Alright, so this is basically the customization tutorial. You do not get to skip this. You don't have a choice. And this is one of those things you have to be careful for, because it's like an Ocarina of Time kind of situation with the owl, where Max is like, oh, did you get all of that? But it starts you on no and not yes. And it's like, what the heck, game? I understood everything. I don't need to listen to this again. But if you're just mashing the A button, you're just going to be in an infinite loop of like this. You're just going to be in an infinite loop of customization screen. Yes. Thank you, Max. Goodbye. Oh, right, it wants me to... Now it's explaining all this stuff. I don't think this... Oh, fuck, it does. I was gonna say, I don't think this one asks me if I got all of that, but it definitely does. Yes. I hate the owl. It starts you on yes for would you... Oh, wait, well, yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's like the exact same thing. We're not going to battle Max for now. We're going to wait until our level's a little higher. We're currently level 1, strength 1. But we are going to come back here. We're just going to invade their home. And we're going to steal one of their sodas. So we just need one more. We just need one more before we get back up to... or before we can gain a strength level. Also, we did the dishes there so that we would get 50 BBA, which is the currency in this game. I got a cool blade kit, it costs 30, what do you say? Yeah, I'll buy your Beyblade from you. Tyson acquired a new Beyblade. Tyson, receive Bump King. So the reason I'm buying a Beyblade from this kid is because they're a lot cheaper than getting them in the shop. I think in the shop they're like, I think they range, but I think most of them are around 1,000 or so. It's possible that some are lower, but this kid sells them for 30. So, okay, I need to talk to you. To my knowledge, you have to talk to everyone here, and you have to battle the 7 Beybladers, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Okay, so let's battle this kid here. I'm not actually 100% sure if you do have to battle everyone. I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. So at the beginning of battle, you can see here we can change our Beyblade. You'll see Wolborg has a good attack and decent defense and endurance. Dragoon has a bad defense, but he has decent attack and good endurance. Bump King has decent attack, good defense, but bad endurance, which means he's going to break really easily. So let's switch over to Wolborg. He seems to be our best one at the moment. And let's do our battle like that. So we got 96. We should have our Bit Beast power. Yeah. So when you're using a Beyblade, you actually get experience points for the Beyblade that you're using. And normally when you switch your Beyblade, the experience goes back down to 0, but a trick to keeping all your experience is that apparently for whatever reason all the experience is actually just in the Bit Beast. So if you take your Bit Beast off of the Beyblade that you were getting all the experience on and you switch it out to another blade that you want to use, you'll have the shell of the Beyblade you actually want to use. You'll just be using the Bit Beast of a different one, which isn't a huge deal. I mean, Bit Beasts are Bit Beasts, right? They all do the same attacks, it's just a different name. So you can have your Beyblade looking the way you want it to, and you can still keep all the experience you've been gaining from battling with a certain Bit Beast. But seeing as we've only done one battle with Dragoon right now, it's not that huge of a deal. So you'll see that I'm doing combos here every time I hit them. There's actually 3 different combos you can do: heavy, medium, and light. And I messed that up. They're done by doing different. Combinations on the D-pad and then pressing the A button. Usually I just do up, down, A, which is the I don't know what I'm saying. Which is the heavy attack, or the heavy combo, sorry. So let's go to our workshop here, customize Dragoon. Oh, I'm on Dragoon. There we go. I was like, I don't want to be on Dragoon. None. So if we come over to Dronzer, who, actually I want to stick with Dronzer, or sorry, I want to stick with Wolborg. Dronzer has good defense, but not great attack, and I actually like having good attack, so we'll stick with Wolborg for now. We don't have any weight discs or anything yet. So let's just continue going around and battling people for now. There are a few things we can grab around here, but we're just going to battle all these people. Let it rip. Oh, 93. So my Bit Beast meter is going to be way at the bottom because I didn't get more than 96. So basically, it's going to take us a bit to get to it, but we will get it before Sarah here runs out of RPM. You just get it from making contact with the opponent's Beyblade, so all you have to do is just keep attacking, really. Oh, I jumped way too early there. It is actually possible to knock your opponent out of the stadium. It's really annoying to do, though. Apparently, I don't think I've ever done it, honestly, but apparently I was reading up on it, and the way it works is that if your opponent is jumping, but they're still low enough that that you can hit them, there's a chance that you'll knock them out of the stadium. You can also knock yourself out of the stadium by just moving towards the edge of the stadium and like keeping moving that way, which obviously wouldn't happen with the opponents. But outside of that, I don't think like while you're in the middle of the stadium, if you get blasted towards the edge, you'll fall out. Maybe there's a slight chance of it happening, but to my knowledge, I've never seen it. And that should end our battle. Oh, close. Held on there. So I think we just got, yeah, Dragoon Storm, which is what we use. Or Dragoon S. Well, maybe we just have Dragoon. Maybe Dragoon S is actually Dragoon Storm. Let's take a look at that one. Oh, inventory is not what I wanted to do. So, Dragoon Storm. Dragoon S and Dragoon Storm are apparently two different things. But 2 attack, 1 defense, 3 endurance. So it's still the same. Still the same stats as Dragoon. So we're gonna hold off on that one. And what we're actually gonna do here is, oh, I can't switch them out. Okay, I can't just take them off. I need to have something else to switch it with in order to be able to take them. Okay, so we're gonna just stick with that for now. Okay, so we did that. Oh, she totally leaves after you beat her. Interesting. Let's take on this guy. Around the world and in the shops and stuff, you can pick up like weight discs and bases and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Being able to customize your Beyblade to play in a different way is a really awesome idea. That would be where that RPG element comes from that I was talking about. Oops. So yeah, that little ring there that you saw that was around him, that's like a reversal ring. Instead of holding A down, which is the attack button, if you hold down B, you'll start getting these rings that allow you to counter your opponent's attack. And if you get a counter, you can do the exact same thing that you do when you attack, where you can get a combo like he just did on me. So you have to be careful about what your opponent's doing. Usually when they use... Dang it, I didn't go out like I was supposed to. Usually when my opponents use the reversal ring, I try and just charge up my attack a little longer. That way I can get more damage out when I do end up hitting, because you have to sit there and wait for them to get rid of the reversal before you can attack anyway. So you may as well just do a little more damage. And there's no point even using my Bit Beast at this point, unless he uses his, but he's gonna die pretty quick here. Just need a couple more attacks, and the Bit Beast just takes up time. I say this as if I'm doing a speedrun of it, which would be fun. I think doing a speedrun of this game would actually be really interesting, but to my knowledge, there's really no tricks or anything. Okay, so we beat him. Oops, down. Talk to you. Battle you. But yeah, to my knowledge, we have to beat everyone in here. I'm not 100% sure about that, though we should be at least level 2 before we head to the next area, because the guys in that area are not super strong, but we should have our RPM a little higher. Oof, 89, that was terrible. So I'm definitely going to want to use my Bit Beast on her, especially at this point. Mainly because I failed it at the beginning, but also because she started with more than I did. But that's only because I messed up my launch, which is fine, it happens. Generally, the only time I do powerful attacks is when they do this and they try and reverse me. Otherwise, I generally just use light attacks and then combo them. I find that's a pretty good strategy. It may not be the best strategy, but it's the best way I've found to do it. Just gotta wait till we can attack to use our Bit Beast. Basically, every time you attack, there's like a cooldown. Just think of it as like the Final Fantasy VII cooldown. I think 7's where it started. Maybe 6 is where it started. But when it became real-time turn-based RPG action, where you had a time limit before you could attack again. You basically have about 5 seconds or so that you have to wait before you can attack again. And I went the wrong way. I was supposed to come down here, talk to these two. Okay, so what Beyblade did we just get from that person? 2 attack, 3 defense, 1 endurance. So I think we're going to stick with Wolborg for now because it's still the better one to go with. Though I have to be careful because I think Wolborg was the one that had the bad endurance. Or he had the medium endurance? I'm not sure. I'm going to have to keep an eye out on it. Yeah, see, I'm already down to yellow, which I'm pretty sure is... Oh, global cooldowns. Thank you, Mr. Brooks. All that Final Fantasy play. Yeah, global cooldowns is what I was talking about. How are you doing, by the way? Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate the support. But yeah, it's classic RPG action with the global cooldowns. That's what they're called. Shoot. Didn't get a chance to dodge that one. He was too close to me when he was coming at me. Yeah, it's a Game Boy Advance game. It is a really fun game. It's one of those games I played a lot when I was a kid. That no one else ever played because I don't know. Everyone liked Beyblades. I don't know why no one played this game. Maybe a lot of people were just playing the other Game Boy Advance game, which was V-Force. That's possible, even though that one's not as good. This one's really fun because it's an RPG-esque game. You can actually customize your blades and all that stuff. It's a good time. I mean, you could say it gets repetitive, but, I mean, that's kind of how RPGs go. You're just kind of doing battle after battle. The story is okay. It's not great. It's not terrible, though. Did my blade switch? I feel like my blade broke. Ooh, 100. My blade did not break. Too busy playing Beyblade in real life. Before, yeah, I know. The schools banned everything. They banned Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They banned Beyblades. They banned everything. That's a shame. Apparently it was a form of gambling. Hustling kids for money, yeah. Obviously. Though, I know, I mean... See, I always played it the way that we did, the way this game works too, is that if you lost a Beyblade match, you lost your Beyblade. So maybe that's why. But to be fair, I had a Beyblade that just ripped people's blades apart, so... Like, my weight disc had spikes on it. It was great. Alrighty, let's see what Makendo does for us. Go to workshop. So, Wolborg is 322. 232. Makendo is 232 as well. So we're gonna stick with Wolborg still because attack is nice. And eventually when we start finding weight discs and stuff, we'll be able to up our weight discs and everything. It was so small it fit under everyone's and just knocked them off balance. That's great. Yeah, I was always just pure power. I was just wrecking everyone. That was a ill-timed jump. Oh, there. Maybe my chat will actually work now. I don't know why it wasn't popping up before. Or it's going to connect forever. Maybe that's what happened, is that it just didn't connect. Maybe it's having issues. That's fine. Nice, so I think that was everyone. We should be able to leave this area now. We're at level 3, strength 2. Now we have to go down to the downtown area. We have to take on the Skull Gang. Before we do that, though, we're going to head back up to Max's house, and we're going to grab a soda. And that soda is going to allow us to put our strength up to 3. While we're here, we're going to buy some more ripcords and stuff, because I'm sure ours is pretty close to being done. So we're going to grab some competition cords. We're going to grab two competition cords, and we're going to grab 2 competition launchers as well. Oh yeah, see, the Beyblades vary, but you can get them just from battling people. To my knowledge, there's only a couple Beyblades that are only in here. Gotta head out now, have fun. Yeah, for sure, Mr. Brooks. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Have a good day. To my knowledge, there's only a couple blades you can only get in here. Outside of that, most of them should be obtained just from battling opponents. Gulsley. What's the most expensive one here? 920. Drigger V. 950. Dronzer V. There's a lot of blades here. Need to find one that beats 950. None of them beat 950. So we're going to buy this Dronzer here. And we're going to see... Oh, Torch Pegasus, 960. We're going to buy this Torch Pegasus and see if it's worth that 960. We're going to keep our Wolborg Bit Beast because he has all of our stuff on it. 232. So the answer is no. That was not worth it. But yeah, let's switch over. We'll go to Wolborg. Don't have any other discs or anything yet, so maybe when we get to that we can try it out. But we're gonna head over to the downtown area here now. None of these people are battlers. We need to come back here. So this is the Skull Gang. Basically, they're telling Kenny he's a girl. He's gonna run off and be a baby. And then we get forced into battling all of them. It's a pseudo tournament. Alright, so you gotta be careful here, because if at any point you say you do not want to finish this, they take your Beyblade from you. So either do this with a blade that you don't want to risk losing, or make sure you pay attention to the options you're choosing. So we have to battle 4 of these guys. We beat 4 of them, and then Skull's like... oh, yeah, you don't have a choice. Or, no, Skull's like, I don't want to battle you. So choose Beyblade. We're switching to Torch Pegasus. We're going to switch our Ripcord out and our launcher out. And we're going to battle. We do not have an option to not do this battle, by the way. So we should be able to get 2 Bit Beast attacks off in this match. I want to go find some weight discs and stuff so I can actually show you the customization in here, because it'll greatly change your stats and stuff depending on how you customize. And I'd like to get 4 attack if I can. Defense isn't a huge deal. I mean, maybe if I can get 4-2-3, that would be good. Even 4-2-2 would be fine. Having 2 endurance isn't terrible. I mean, I currently have 2 endurance, so can't really complain about that. But I think it would be a good way to go. The good thing about this, though, is that really, if any of our Beyblades start to wear out to a point where it's like, oh, well, you can't really use this anymore. It's just an aesthetic. You could always just take all the parts off that you need, switch your Bit Beast to another blade so you don't lose your experience for that Bit Beast, and then just swap it off onto another shell. So really you're just changing the aesthetics, but you're keeping all your stats and everything. So there really should never be a point where your blade gets completely wrecked. Alrighty, there's battle 1 with the Skull Gang done. Just 3 more to go. I was just thinking, I was wondering what would happen if you went into like a competition setting in this game, like with just a plastic ripcord and a plastic launcher. I wonder if there's any dialogue that changes because of that, because I assume at that point everyone else has competition grade stuff, because you know you're in a competition, or maybe the game just gives you competition stuff, who knows. But at that point you should probably find some laying on the ground if you're picking stuff up. heard it. Didn't get out of the way in time. Didn't have my thing back in time to jump. One more attack should get me my Bit Beast. Alright, so 2 more to do. Oh, shit! I wasn't paying attention. No! No! Oh, no, dude. I was mashing the button. I just lost my blade. I don't know if I have to do all of that over again. Shoot. So I don't... Damn it. I don't know if I can... I don't know if I can get that back by finishing this or not. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I have to do the entire thing again. Oh, you have to start all the way back from the beginning. Alright, so the way to deal with losing your blade, if you have one that you really, really want to keep, is to toss everything else that you have. If you don't have any Beyblades, you can't lose. You can't lose the Beyblade that you have. Let's use Suezo. Yeah, if you toss all your other Beyblades and you only have one left, the game actually can't take it away from you. So that would be the way to keep any Beyblade that you really, really want to keep. Oh look, this dude also has Ultimate Suezo. Maybe that's where I got it from, was this guy here. I did get a weight disc. I should have shown off customization for that. Now that I have a new blade that I'm using, I'll show off customization for that. Also, I just realized I just lost the Beyblade that I spent 960 points on. So, I just wasted a bunch of money, basically. Oops. Oh, he reversed me. I thought I got a hit. Dang. Okay, 1 or 2 more attacks here, and I should get enough to get my my Bit Beast. he has his, so I have to be careful. Just have to try and use it before him, which he might use it here. No, guess not. Nice, so that's one battle one. Super Suezo. Oh, that's bad. See, that would have been one of the instances where I potentially could have flown off the stage, but luckily I didn't. I didn't go that far. Shoot. Oh, I still got him. Nice. So I bounced off the red ring, and I still managed to hit him, which is good. Alrighty, dealt with that one. Just 2 more to go, and then I can show you guys customizations. I'm gonna not mash the A button this time, because that's how I lost the last one. Alright, let's not mash the A button this time. Didn't even mean to dodge, I just did it unintentionally. You can actually dodge by hitting the R button. It'll move you to the left or right depending on what direction you're holding. L is the button that makes you jump. I just find jumping's a whole lot easier most of the time, honestly. I didn't even attack him, I just bumped into him. I never noticed how much time it actually gives you to pull off a combo. It's kind of crazy. Ah, he used his Bit Beast. I was going to say one more should give me my Bit Beast power. But of course he went and used his, which isn't a huge deal. I'm about 1,000 RPM over him right now. Hitting for 41, that's pretty good. I think I'll hit for 36 on mine. Oh no, I hit for 40 on mine. That's not bad. There we go. didn't fail that time. So we just have one more match to do for the Skull Gang. So we're up to 2,200 RPM now, which is pretty good. I'd be interested in seeing what it is at when I get 100. Usually I can get 100 on the launch, but not so much 100 on the second bar that comes up there. Like the actual ripping. Oh god, poor Bones. He was like the easiest one out of all of them. I'm not even going to get my Bit Beast power back before I take him out. So hitting for 36 now instead of 33, that's cool. Cool, so that was everyone. I can actually show you guys customizations now, even though we only have one weight disc. I don't know if it'll actually change my stats or not. Alright, so we beat the Skull Gang. They, Skull chickened out. So yeah, now that we've done that, we can head out. Let's go into our customization screen here. Ultimate size, customize. So we have, oh, of course, our other weight disc is a 6 heavy. Why wouldn't it be? So we're not actually going to change any of our stats. I don't think I have any other things I can change. Oh, look! The Torch Pegasus Bit Beast. It'll be the remembrance of me not having a Bit Beast. 6 wide. Oh, 6 heavy here. Maybe I'll show it on this one. It'll work for this. So yeah, as you can see, if I switch my 6 wide on the Makendo here to a 6 heavy, my endurance actually goes up. That's pretty much how customization works. Basically, just switching out different parts will give you different stats, which is pretty cool. It's a really simple customization system, though, and you can just kind of do whatever you feel like doing with it. There should be another soda here, I'm going to see. I did get the credits over here. Does this guy have another Beyblade to sell me? He does! Cost 40, yeah. I'll take it. Tyson acquired a new Beyblade. Tyson got Zeus! Let's see what Zeus is like. Maybe we can switch out to him. Two, 3, 1. That's not great. If we switch to the 6 wide, we'll have 3 attack, though. 3 attack, 3 defense, 1 endurance. So not huge, but not terrible. So let's switch over to 3, 3, 1. Even though Suezo's 2, 3, 3, which is pretty good. Let's switch out to Zeus and see how that goes. We'll put Suezo in there so we still have our 20 experience points. And then we're going to head over to the playing fields over here. It's the next area we have to go to. I think there's... Here it is. There's a Beyblade up here. Found a Beyblade. Not that it's going to tell me what Beyblade I found, of course. Why would it? Workshop. Metal Drigger, 223. I interrupted your race. Hey, I'm trying to race here. Alrighty, so we're going to do this battle with Andy here. We're going to switch out to Zeus. And let's see how the battle goes. Let's see how our 3 attack, 3 defense goes. So switching took my BPM down, it looks like. Which maybe is an endurance thing. It's possible. But maybe it's just because I had 93 and not 96. So your RPM actually does affect you that much, which is crazy. Or like your launch does affect your RPM quite a bit. If you have over 96, you're going to be pretty well off. If you have under 96, you're going to be not so well off. Maybe it's 95. That would make sense. We're hitting for 45, though, which is pretty cool. On a heavy attack. Heavy attack. I say heavy attacks if I'm playing fucking Dark Souls or something. Heavy attack, light attack. But technically what they are, they're heavy, mid, and light attacks. It's like a fighting game, except it's Beyblade. Shoots. I don't know if I'm going to get this. Nice. Managed to bounce it. Oh, I don't have it yet. Shoot. There we go. I thought I had it. I did not. Super Suezo Sting! Alright, I switched out to Suezo. I was like, wait, isn't this Zeus? But I switched my Bit Beast to keep it. Forgot about that. Nice. Managed to take him out before I used his Bit Beast, which is nice. Your Makendo is no match for my Zeus. No, it's not actually Zeus. Can I go in here? No. Of course not. My kid brother's gone missing again. Alright, we're gonna head into the forest. Battle this kid here. Begin battle. $100 to 100. Yeah, see, it's strictly based on your launch. If you get that 100%, 2,500 is quite a bit. And honestly, should be more than enough for any situation, in the early game at least. Oh, dodged. The jukes. Ooh, I dodged the wrong way. This is why I jump and I don't just swivel. Because I'm bad at it. That would be why. Oof. I didn't think he was going to get that dodge. That was crazy. There we go. Nice. Kid Dragoon. Is that what that was called? This dude just told me how to perform a weak combo. Why would I need to know how to perform a weak combo this far into the game? Ultimate Frostic Dronzer. You seem cool. 10 wide puts defense up. Where was 10 heavy? Let's see what 10 heavy would do to it. Same thing. So I think it's just based on the... I think it's just based on... Okay, balances endurance. Oof, I took my attack down. I definitely don't want that. Or someone with high attack. 6 wide. 6 wide's attack. Not for you, though. What am I using right now? What am I using right now? I'm using Zeus right now. Let's see. Nice, there we go. So I have 3-3-1 now, which is fine with me. I can deal with that. 3-3-1's good. We'll keep Zeus like this for now. Nothing up here. It's just the forest maze. We got a bit chip. What bit chip was that? Night Dronzer. Actually, I think there's something down here. A base! We got a base, guys. Oh my god. Go to Zeus. Let's see what our base will do for us. First crush base versus jumping, which just takes our attack down. Why would I want to do that? Let's battle this guy. It's from Super Mario RPG. It's the forest maze, Craig stuff. That is Super Mario and 64. Super Mario 64 hack. I'm not even surprised. I still have... Oh, okay, our time up with Beyblade's done. We'll finish up this battle, and then that will be it for Beyblade G Revolution. We'll be going on to our next game. Our hour with the game has subsided. I still have to get into some Mario hacks. I haven't really got a chance to try any. Oh, apparently Star Road's the one that's most faithful to Mario, where you don't need to know a bunch of speedrunning tech to play the game. It would be helpful, but it's not required, is what I've been told. So I maybe want to check that one out sometime in the future, but I can never get my computer to run them for some reason. Alrighty, so that is going to be our time with Beyblade G Revolution.